Welcome back to the NoCulture ForOldmen podcast. As always, James, Lawrence, and Ben here to discuss the NBA, the NFL, and other hot topics along the way. Thank you all for joining us. Please don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe, share with your friends, spread the word. Big Bird.
Big Bird doing the COVID campaign right now.
Shout out to Ted Cruz. Big Bird is running against him for Senate. We will take it.
He should. And I think Big Bird would win.
He
should win.
Yeah, he started a Twitter page for that campaign. I think it's great.
Did he? Seriously?
Yeah.
Bird?
Yeah, somebody's running it. It's funny as I don't know what.
Hey, if a trucker can be a longtime Democrat in the state of New Jersey, I don't see why Big Bird can't beat Ted Cruz. Y'all saw that, right? This trucker in Jersey.
Oh, he almost
literally,
He didn't win.
He won.
The Jersey guy won?
The trucker won for a Senate seat,
not
Senate governor.
Seat. Oh, Senate seat. Oh, okay.
So this guy's last name is Durr, literally Durr. He's a truck driver. He ran his campaign on $10,000 and a Facebook page.
Oh, I saw that.
And beat a 22-year odd senator Democrat from New Jersey. And he was the leader of the House in New Jersey and lost. So Big Bird could beat Ted Cruz.
Oh, in the state Senate. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in state Senate. Yeah, state Senate. Hey, y'all. Welcome again to the show. Don't forget to like us on IG and YouTube for a little culture for today. I know we didn't talk about it. We do a little pre-show and decide, hey, what are we going to talk about? We didn't mention this one, but you know what? We got to mention and wish the best to the folks who are at the Astro World concert in Houston. Wishing them all a speedy recovery. My understanding is there's a 2-year-old. I don't know why a 2-year-old was at a concert. There's a 9-year-old. I don't know why a 9-year-old was at a concert, but I hope they get well. They were in critical condition the last time I heard, the last update. And there's one other person who's also still in critical condition from this event. So I'm hoping that all these folks heal up well and people get over the traumatization of the event. It's sad. Hopefully it won't happen again. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of lawsuits, civil and whatnot, that will probably end up getting paid out for insurances or whatever. But I just wish these people the best and hope they can heal from this event.
What happened to cause the riot? I still don't understand what happened.
There's still no understanding of the full happening yet, right, Ben? From what you heard?
Mean,
or stampede or whatever it was.
There wasn't any riot. It's just the way festivals work is as you move from stage to stage, the people coming from the last act to the new act, since it's all general admission, right? This is the
standing room only.
It's standing room only. So people push to get to the front. There's 50,000 people
in a cage,
confined area, and as they're pushing, they're compressing people. So the people at the front are already close to the barriers, are already tight to where they are, and then you get another 10,000 people or 5,000 people who moved over from another stage trying to watch another performer, and it just, it's like an accordion. You just keep squeezing and you keep squeezing. So people start to pass out. People start to get disoriented. There's all kinds of issues. I was trying to look up some of the medical terms for what's going on, but basically people were saying that there just wasn't
asphyxiation.
Yeah, it's asphyxiation, basically.
Asphyxiation.
And I'm like,
a lot of heart attacks occurred.
Yeah. It's heat.
Well, so it was just too many people in one spot.
Yeah,
pretty much. But I guess they're also trying to find out if there was more to it than just the push of people that caused the rush and the crush of the stage. If you saw the pictures, I mean, they had them basically in, hog pens pretty much. There was barriers around, I guess, for the people who paid. You're inside this barrier. And you could just tell there's just way too many people within this barrier.
Yeah.
I mean, people didn't have room to move around. You know,
And
it was just too tight in that barrier. There's too many people from
and
what it
dude
looked like at first glance.
and dude did not help himself with the tweets he sent out before the
No.
concert, talking about how the real one's going to sneak in and basically encouraging people to bum rush the gate. So it was
Oh,
probably
did
over.
he?
Yeah, I mean it,
I
it's
missed
like,
that.
yeah, his his comments and his conversation around the wildness and the intensity of the crowd.
Mhm. Yeah.
That man, that's going to cause him a lot of trouble.
Well, he already had one lawsuit from 2019 for the same thing. And also there was another a lawsuit from where a gentleman was pushed from the stands and like is in an invalid now.
Yeah,
Of course, that was a payout through insurance, but it's two cases already. This is his third case. I mean, it's unfortunate. They're going to do investigating. Who knows if they ever really find what caused the immediate push.
yeah,
But it'll get settled probably through insurances, and the promoters and the producers are probably going to have to pay something.
dude.
But
Are the
I just
Jenners?
wish the people well. Huh?
I'm wondering if the Jenners are involved in the financing of this because they seem to
If
be
who?
doing the Jenners, the Kardashians,
Oh,
because
the Kardashians.
they seem to be doing a lot of a pub for him right now. They're sending out all his tweets.
Well, he dates Kylie Jenner, doesn't
This is
Yeah,
they have kids.
yeah,
What
I
are you
know, but
talking
he?
about?
I know, but it's like
Well,
the
there you
whole
go.
it's like the whole family though. They're supporting this baby. It's not like Kanye messed up.
Well,
They're
Well,
like,
you notice Travis didn't start being really big until the Jenners or the Kardashians got involved. I mean, you should see some of the deals he has besides the Jordans, the
oh,
McDonald's deal, the Chanel deal, the Gucci deal. I
oh,
mean,
don't,
just the naming and branding. I'm sure
oh,
they've had something to do
oh,
with
no,
that.
no. I know that's had something to do with it. His
Yeah.
connection to, but his music was,
Oh, his music was great.
I mean, his music was good. He was
People
solidly
liked it.
formed. But
Mhm.
you're right. I have no doubt that they have helped him with some of the commercial advertisements and stuff like that. Some of the deals he's made.
Yeah, because I see
I don't
that.
know one song.
Yeah, I know one. I know one or two, but like the Louis Vuitton deal rings a bell. I'm like, who made that connection? And it was a big deal. Like it was a lot of money involved, and I'm sure he has NFTs and a bunch of other stuff on there. So, but yeah, shout out to Houston, man. Wish them well. Hopefully, they'll come to a good conclusion, and hopefully, it will lead to this type of event not happening again anytime soon.
Yeah.
Um, Moving on, Tyrone, you want to talk about 50 Cent and Stars? What's going on with that?
He's been blasting stars. If you watch the show, then you realize BMF skipped a week.
I thought it wasn't
But
on, so I did not watch or attempt to watch it.
no. All right, yeah. So it was supposed to skip a week. Um, but if you're like me that just stays up till midnight and watches it, it showed for about 3 hours. Then Stars took it down.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, because you always catch it after midnight, right?
yeah, as soon as midnight hits, I watch it.
So could I went on and watched it on demand probably?
Yes. No. Yeah, at midnight, yeah, you could have.
But they pulled it down.
But they pulled it down after 3 hours, so he blasted them for that.
Mm.
And he was like, this is a shit show, and with real networks don't do this, and somebody needs to get fired. Then on top of that, today they released the trailer for the season premiere before episode 7 even airs officially.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so he's on Instagram again, killing them.
Wow.
And they did this after they did the release of the show at midnight.
Yes.
All right, for y'all that don't know, we're talking about BMF on Stars, which I know me and Tyrone watch. I watch it every week. And then I saw some comment from 50 saying, you know what, I should just buy Stars out.
This isn't the first time it happened.
Oh, it isn't?
So
No.
if he bought
Did
them
it happen
out,
with Power?
Power, when the daughter got killed.
It happened with Power.
When the daughter got killed on Power, they leaked it a week before. And then for the series finale of Power, they leaked that episode.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the power leak. That was bad when the daughter got killed.
What would be their motive for leaking these? I mean, these just mistakes, or are they doing this on purpose to hurt his numbers?
Maybe because they know we'll get numbers and they just want to show it.
Nah,
Like,
it's a mistake.
you think so? I mean, like
Somebody
that's a big mistake.
somebody's stealing it. It's not HBO. Stars is a very small company. It's kind of new, and
So,
it's somebody's stealing it and put it out. That's what's happening.
so it's piracy, basically.
Yeah, they're getting bootlegged pretty much.
That's crazy. But then I could get it being bootleg, but how are they bootlegging it on their own network?
Same way people used to bootleg CDs on their own. I mean, it can happen. It's
No, I mean, if you're bootlegging it, I mean, if you're stealing it, then it would end up on YouTube somewhere or someplace like that.
Yeah.
It is the whole episode is on YouTube.
Oh,
the whole episode 7 is on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's still aired on the network though.
But they took it down.
I get it. So they played it long enough for people to steal it.
Correct.
Wow.
It's whack. I mean, if they lose 50 Cent's business, Stars is going to fold. So I don't know why they keep making these mistakes.
Well, I'm assuming he's pretty locked in for a number of seasons or a number of episodes. So it's not like he can easily take it unless he's going to take him to court and not having anything come out for a year. But like, future stuff, maybe he could take Power to HBO the next year or whatever, or to take it to someone else, like in a year or two. And change the name a little bit and you're good to go.
Can you just put it on BET and
Trailer
start
for
on streaming service? Oh wait, BET is under Stars already.
I was gonna say, does BET? No, BET doesn't own Stars.
They're under the same thing.
They're under the same thing. They're owned by Viacom or whatever. The same.
Oh, they.
Yeah,
haven't kept up with.
You ever notice like when the awards is on? It's on MTV, VH1, and BET.
I didn't realize that.
They owned by the same company.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize they were owned by the same big corp.
I mean,
so
it
like
used to be Viacom. It might, Viacom might be something else by now, but it used to be Viacom. I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay, didn't know that. I thought they were. So I knew they weren't independent anymore, but I didn't realize they were under someone big now. Okay.
Yeah, that's how you get all those bundles.
There you go. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, so it's part of the bundle deals. All right, moving on, y'all. Oh, one other thing. We got time for it. If you're into the court process and court proceedings, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial is currently going on in the great state of, is it Minnesota?
Yeah,
it's in Minnesota, right?
Right.
I'm not sure.
If you don't know, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial is related back about, I guess, 18 months ago now, during the riots after the Blake shooting. This young man was out in the streets, supposedly protecting businesses. Unfortunately, ended up killing 3 of the event attendees. And the
What's
question
this dude's name?
Kyle Rittenhouse. So the question in the case, of course, is, hey, is this self-defense or did he commit, what's the word? I want to say manslaughter.
Did he own a business or something?
No, he's 17 years old. At the time he was 17 years old, he showed up with his AR-15 to protect the car lot, carrying his gun across state lines to do so.
Driven by his mother.
I thought his boy drove him down there. He doesn't have a driver's license, so I know someone drove him. I don't remember who it was. All right. So basically, this trial's going on. I think the important thing to keep your eye on in this trial, and I'm sure Ben knows a little more about this than maybe I do, but the prosecution has been a little shaky. And at the same time, the judge in this case looks like he's auditioning for Lifetime Network or from the Judge Channel or whatever new show that's coming out, because he is taking a really hard line on the prosecution. And to me, almost seems to be backing the defendant in this case and some of the rulings that have been made. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I've been seeing this case so far. What do you think, Ben?
Um, although some of the judgments have been a little, I think the judgments so far are pretty much standard. It's the way this dude is delivering them.
The
It's
notice,
what-
the call out, how he's
the
doing it.
call outs and the attitude to
Just the
which
attitude.
he is doing this is making it seem like he is very deferential to the defense at this time. I mean, even if you were watching it while the dude was crying, I mean, he was well into his testimony, and he just started breaking down when he was describing the shooting. And the judge literally handed this man some tissue.
Did he? I missed that.
Wow. He told the camera to move off of the kid and do a hold up for a minute or do a recess, and he gave this man a tissue so he could get himself together. And I'm like, and plus there's rulings where in what court case or what trial would you not allow, if this was a black defendant, would they not allow prior violent acts to be brought in as part of his person's background, to ascribe that this person was a violent person, to build the case that this person's nature is violent or misogynistic or whatever?
Well, not only that, he excluded events after the date of the incident. So anything that happened within like a month after, he said is excluded. On top of that, the judge.
The judge saying this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, it set the tone for the whole case. Benj is correct. Yeah, he excluded prior events. He's excluded post events. Also, this judge has this rule that no one in his court can be called a victim. So you have 2 people, 3 people get killed, and you cannot call any of them victims in any form. So that was the preface before the trial began. And
how is that legal?
It's apparently a rule that he's enforced in his court. So he's a judge; he can enforce whatever rule he wants in his court. So apparently, he's been doing this for years.
Well,
and he's still a judge.
Yeah, but
he's a
okay,
judge,
so
yes.
But see, that sounds like it's crazy, but in a lot of cases, I mean, we used to watching cases on TV.
I get it,
but in a lot of cases, the prosecution will call a victim the deceased if they're not there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they'll be like the deceased or Mr. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? In some courtrooms, it's not crazy, you know, but it's not as uncommon as it seems like to us. But what makes it worse is that on the flip side, he said that you could call the people that were shot, you could call them looters
and rioters.
You could call them rioters. You could call them whatever. So it's like you could disparage these people without any proof.
But you can't make them. You can't make them seem like the downtrodden. You can't make them a victim, basically, by not calling them victims.
I've seen judges call people menaces to society. You are danger to the neighborhood. You don't belong in the community. I've seen judges say a lot of stuff to people, and a prosecution can't call people victims. That's ridiculous.
I think it would be deferential to the defendant then if you called them victims. Is that what you're saying, Ben? It's deferential treatment. Then you're already assuming the innocent or guilt
it's
by
like
calling them
the
a victim.
In his opinion, if you call this person a victim, you're predisposing the jury to the fact that, okay, this person did something to them or something was done to them.
I get it.
That, you know.
I'm cool with that if that happens in every case that he's seen.
And it doesn't. I guarantee
We
it
don't
doesn't.
know. I don't know
I
this
can.
man. I don't know his caseload, but I'm
I don't need.
hoping that he's enforced this for every case he's seen.
I don't need to know this man. This is. I don't need to know him. I know it don't happen in every case. I know how these judges work. No, nope, ain't buying it.
I'd have to see it. So yeah, I mean this trial's continuing. The defense, I believe, rested. No, who was up first? The defense or the prosecution? This is the defense, right?
Prosecution is rested. It might be over by Friday.
Yeah, closing arguments was Monday, right?
It may be over by just Friday. It might be over by tomorrow. So I'm curious to see what's going to come out of it. Hey, we'll see. I'm guessing this is going to head to a retrial if it makes it to the end and they get a conclusion. I'm sure the prosecution will apply for a retrial.
I just hope whatever the outcome is, everybody stay calm. Don't mess up your neighborhood and whatever.
Yeah, it's not even worth it, man.
I don't understand. Well, I do kind of understand, but it's curious to me. It's curious to me how much coverage this case is getting versus the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Well, you know why. I mean, it's simple. I mean, the Ahmaud Arbery case, and it's sad. I mean, even the juries, huh?
It was a murder.
Yeah, and so even the jury, when we hope, what I was thinking, and I'm hoping this could maybe be a good thing. As we know, Brunswick, Georgia is 50% black, but yet the jury ended up with one African American juror on it. It would be a big sign and a big statement if a majority Caucasian jury found these men guilty. That'd be a big deal. And that's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that they will see the evidence. I'm hoping that the prosecution will be compelling, which I've heard they haven't been the greatest so far. I'm hoping they'll see past that, see the evidence, see the reasoning and the unreasoning behind it, and make the right decision. And if they can find these folks guilty, then that would be a big statement.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
No, I know. No one is.
I just
it's almost a 10-year anniversary of Trayvon Martin.
I know it's just crazy to have these two cases going on at the same time.
Running concurrently. I know. It's crazy.
It's just like whatever the verdicts are. I mean, it's just
yeah. All right, let's